It always takes a second for things to connect up. So I give it a minute. That's usually where I have a theme song. Fun times. If you're watching the replay, I just sort of prattle on until somebody shows up. I should do my own intro. That would be amazing. Anyway, hello, and welcome to the Wednesday Live with me, Andrea, your host from the Quilting Shed in Fredericton. Hello, Catherine. Catherine's here. Okay. In case you missed it, when we last left our story, here's the recap. You can't skip it. It was my birthday on Monday. I know, and like the whole week or two leading up to it was fantastic. I had people dropping off cute little gifts and chocolates, and it was fun. But most importantly, I had a contest where I was giving things away, and I wanted you to post pictures of your work online from things that you bought in the shop. And everybody had a great time admiring everybody else's work because that's what we do. We're nice. Nobody's going to tell you that it sucked. If they do, tell me. I will give them a little talking to. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so because it was my birthday fun and people were posting everywhere, I took all of those entries, put them in a big spreadsheet because you know I love me some spreadsheets. Grabbed a random person out of it, wrote them a gift card for $52. Guess how old I am? I know, right? And the winner was Tanya Petrie, who is hilarious and well deserved. So Tanya's going to come in and pick that up later. Tanya's made some really cool stuff. She makes a lot of little bags and things. And we talk about how much children drive us insane sometimes. See, it's just a respite here in the store where you can just come and be comforted and pet some fabric and have some real fabric therapy and retail therapy and then go home feeling refreshed. It's kind of like a massage, but different. Anyway, so I had a good birthday. I went to one daughter's house one day and went to see the grandbabies and dropped off presents for them. And I got presents and cake. And then the next day I went to see another daughter and we had dinner there where we tested out her new air fryer and we had cupcakes. And then on my actual birthday, it was a little low key because we were coming down from the sugar crashes and all the curbs. And did you know that you can go into the grocery store, buy yourself a birthday cake just for you and take it home and eat it? I know, nobody stops you. Everybody else in my house is gluten-free, but I'm not a monster. I picked them up gluten-free cupcakes. My mom wants to know if my presents have arrived. I have not checked the mail since Monday, so I don't know. I'm assuming not. Don't you have a tracking number, Mom? It'll tell you. So we got the birthday for the winner. All right. And in the down times, because I have been sewing like a demon, and I said to myself, you got to slow down a little, maybe catch up on some of this paperwork administration type stuff that is in the background. So I am very, very impressed and pleased with myself to announce that should you be out somewhere dining safely and you read the coffee news in the Fredericton and Oromocto areas, you will see my ad right there. And on some of them, it's like on the upper left and upper right. It looks gorgeous. The money I am spending on Emma's college education to be a graphic designer is starting to pay off. I got Emma to tidy up my ad, and the guy said that's one of the cleanest ones he's ever seen. It's very, very nice. And I'm hoping more people see it and come in and say, I read you in the coffee news. And I'd be like, great, money well spent. Isn't that fantastic, Mom? So yeah, I'm in the coffee news. It's like locally famous. I mean, yeah, there's still new people coming up. Oh, right. Also, one of the birthday presents I got was this t-shirt. I appreciate the Muppets on a much deeper level than you. It's in the headline from The Onion, but it's also true. Yes, my mom is so proud. I'm advertising in the coffee news. I will be the talk of seniors everywhere, which is really the point. Because where else would I put advertising? Seriously. I love the coffee news too. I'm always like reading the jokes and my horoscopes in there. So I'm quite pleased. The next step is getting my ad into the Hanwell Herald. I missed the deadline for the spring issue, but we're going for summer and fall. Cross my fingers. Hanwell Herald, local little magazine that goes out just to every mailbox in Hanwell. My God, when will it end? I can't stand the fame. There we go. So April, it's my birthday. It's Izzy's birthday, grandbaby, the oldest one, and then it's Ron's birthday on Easter weekend. It's chock full, and then it's my aunt's birthday at the end. This all relates. I got to point to this story. So Easter, I do have some Easter fabrics, some cute little bunnies. Bunny celebrations from Patrick Luce. Look at that. Aren't they cute? Yeah. And I also have this cute little springtime one. It's Lewis and Irene. These are fat quarters sitting on the counter ready to go because you almost always only need a little. While I'm talking here about the Easter, this relates. I'll show you this before I get to the stuff I made last week. A long piece of candy with like the rockets in it or the sweethearts or whatever. It's just a candy roll that's pieced. And I swear to God, I must have did this in 20 minutes, including pick out the fabric. Yeah, I know. It just makes me happy. Throw that away. So Easter's coming up. Easter Friday, Good Friday, and I decided to take off Easter Monday. So I get a 4-day weekend, but it won't all be leisurely because my mom's coming to visit Ron. Our joint birthday, I guess, but on Ron's birthday. Yeah, we're just going to torment each other the whole time. Yeah, and I'm going to catch up on some quilting because I'm actually still behind, even though I'm not taking anybody new, and I'm just trying to finish out my current list. I've got 3.5 to go, and I ran out of some special thread that I did not actually stock in the store, and I was quilting away and just ran right out. And I tried to get it in early, but that just didn't work out either. We're just rolling with it. So yeah, Easter Friday, Easter Monday, going to be closed. And at the end of April, the 29th and 30th, the Woodstock Quilt Guild is having a show at the Civic Center in Woodstock, a very huge building, very high ceilings. I feel like it's going to be ventilated well. I'll still be wearing a mask because I will be there and I will be vending at the show, which means the shop will be closed because I won't be here and half the stuff will be gone. So April 29th, 30th, that's Friday, Saturday, go to Woodstock instead. It'll be fun. You'll look at pretty quilts. You'll see a lot of quilty people that you haven't seen in a while. The fresh air will be run through the building. It'll be good. So there's that and that. That was like 2 things off my list. That's awesome. Okay, the other thing that I said I was going to do, or started to do, you'll see it here. I've tweaked the, the logo up there in the corner. Woo, is back, but notice how nice and clean it is. Also, Emma redid it for me. Boys, those thousands of dollars we are spending on college has really, really paid off. Could have got somebody on the internet to fix it for $20, but no, I had to send my kid to college to have an in-house person. Now Emma only does this for a favor, and when we got to payment, I was like, "What's it going to cost? How many hours did this spend? What's the minimum wage?" And Emma's like, "What do you want for it?" And Emma's like, "I want that really fancy soda that we saw at the grocery store and some extra treats." And I was like, "Gosh darn it, I guess so. Yeah, I suppose we can do that." Emma never asks for anything, so it's like, put $100 worth of treats in the cart. I don't care. It's worth it. So that was funny. So you'll notice on different social media things, if it says, "I updated my logo," that's why. It's nice and clean. You probably don't notice anything unless you are a designer and you like to look really closely at these things. But that's that. The other thing I tweaked was and if you're already following me here, you've probably got it so long ago that you don't even remember. I have a newsletter. See how it says down there, sign up for the newsletter, because there's a box on that page somewhere. And you also get signed up if you make a purchase in the shop and I get your email, or if you order online and you sign up, you get signed up for my mailing list. That's where you find out all the goodies. I do recaps of everything, so you don't miss a thing. The email newsletter is the one that has all the info, as long as I remember to put it all in there. I know. Anyway, so what happens in lots of places, you're familiar with this process if you've signed up for more than a couple. You sign up, you get the subscription confirmation, and then they send you a welcome email. Like, hi, I'm so and so. Here's a free thing that you might have signed up for as a bonus, just to remind you. And I've been sending out this free pattern that I made with a panel and like some bordery things and some four patches in the corner. Anyway, that email was horribly outdated. It still said Ridge Machine Quilting. So yesterday I tidied it up. It looks super pretty. It's got the right logo on it and the right information. And it's got more information in it and really welcomes new people. So with all of my social media and how to find me, like if you don't actually know who I am, which is happening, like mom, real strangers come into the shop and don't know me and they say they're impressed. I don't get it. I'm also suspicious of those 5-star reviews. Somebody give me a 4.5 star so I feel better. I know it's like elementary school all over again, mom. Make me work for that day. Some days this is too easy, and they're all like, "Shut up, Andrea! Don't you have any new quilts to show me or fabric or anything?" I do. I did a post on Facebook. I'm hoping to maybe get it on the shop blog, which I haven't done anything to this week. But like I said, sewing like a demon, doing some old projects. Let's see. Mom, remember when we cleaned out your mom's fabric and I made her a quilt out of her fabric? Well, I had leftovers and then I just put them together. It's a skinny long quilt, but it could be a baby quilt. It's just a weird shape. So this is got from my mother's mother, from my sainted mother's mother, Mert, bless her heart. No, she's still alive. Um, and some pink fabrics. You recognize that, Ma. And I've wanted to do a 9-patch on point just because it looks so pretty. So that was enough to quench that urge. Don't actually have to make a bed size, remember? It needs, that's what I was thinking. It needs borders, but I already made the back. Tanya's the winner of the gift certificate is in the comments. Yeah, we talked about you when I first came online. So yeah, I have that. I don't know who it's for. You just make the baby quilt and somebody shows up with one later. So there's that. And I've been digging out the old projects to the point where I got down to some improv piece. I was like super into improv and figuring things out. And I think it was, I only know this because I just looked at the pictures and remembered the date. It was like October 2018 that Cheryl Arkinson, a great Canadian quilting teacher from out west, came all the way to our guild in Fredericton and had like a week's worth of classes. And I think I signed up for like 3 of them. So by the end of the week, we were besties. Anyway, she even said, "Why are you here? You know how to do this." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but it's great. I get to play." So at the end of the week when she was packing up, because I hung on to the very end, she brought a lot of scraps with her. She didn't want to take them home. So she was like, "You want these?" I'm like, "Yes, of course I want your scraps. Yes." So I made this improv piece out of Cheryl Arkinson's class scraps that she had lugged across the country. And I called it Teacher's Pet. And it's interesting because it was maybe a half to 2/3 done. And I found between then and now, the way I approach improv is a little bit different. And I actually edited out some pieces and reworked a couple of places. So it wound up slightly smaller than I had originally planned, but that's fine because it's just a hanging on the wall improv piece. Anyway, so there it is with things that we did in her classes. And like I said, I just call it Teacher's Pet. I will probably just sort of like matchstick quilt it because that's, or lots of vertical lines, maybe not matchsticky or whatever. It's got some cool fabrics in it, some cape facet. So nice low volumes. So I was pretty pleased with how that turned out. And then I dug even further in my bin uh, and got these are probably some of these are pre 2018, and I know one's from 2016 because I did the word resist because Trump, you know. And then I was into these half log cabin improv blocks for a while. And there's a few pieces in here that when we first moved into the house in up in Keswick, the sewing machine stuff was all packed for like 2 weeks, and I just had to sew some crap together. So there's some improv from that and some leftover pieces, and it's just really improv-y, but it's also all solids, so it makes it quite the yeah. There's a shark block from one of Cheryl's classes as well. These are leftover from another project. Um, Also some leftovers. You take the leftovers and you add some other stuff and you just keep going. And it's really cool and it's bright and it's colorful, but it's done. I know. So yeah, hopefully I will get some of these quilted this summer so I can just hang them up. You know me, I like wall quilts. On my list sometime is to have maybe a quilt show of my own quilts is what I would really like to do. A quilt show and sale, because a lot of these I'd part with them for the right amount of money. For me, it's more about the process of the quilting, less about the quilt that I get at the end. Sometimes I get all the way to the end and I've got a quilt and I'm like, well, now what? I don't know. Someone want it? Here you go. There we go. I know, I'm making you hang on to the very end. So the other thing, like I said, my aunt's birthday is at the end of the month. So she sent me this toaster cover. This is a quilted toaster cover. And let me know in the comments, do you cover your appliances? This is one that I actually made for her years and years and years ago. I'm going to say it's more than 15 years ago. It's probably closer to 20. It fits her toaster. And she needed a new one because, of course, now it doesn't match where she lives. And she's left. I know she's spent years with, she's moved a few times. So she spent years with a toaster cover that doesn't match her curtains or anything. But she found new curtains and had to lop off quite a bit. So this is some of the leftovers. I'm going to make her new toaster cover out of this. There's more than enough to make the toaster cover and probably matching accessories. Shh, don't tell her. I don't think she watches this. But what color binding would you use on this? Like the red, the green, or the blue? I haven't decided. I haven't asked her yet. But we're going to do some binding on the outside like this to finish the seams on the outside, so it's clean on the inside. I know. Look at that fine amount of walking foot quilting that I did way back then. Look, it's almost straight and everything. I know. So that's I'm working on that for her birthday at the end of the month. Let's see if I can do it. Eek. I know. Catherine says red binding. Yeah, I'm it's kind of a reddish pink, but yeah, I would like this one. I think my aunt's gonna go for the blue. But yes, Mom, I'm thinking of a couple of placemats, maybe pot holders. We'll see. There's way more than I need here. So yeah. Kelly says I should do red too. Hi, Kelly. I read your email this morning, Kelly. It says email me back to make sure you read this email. I read your email. Okay, now that business is out of the way. I did get some new things in, and I got some boring like 4 bolts of muslin, unless you need a lot of white. But I already have a customer who's claimed like 2 of these. She will do them slowly. I don't know if I mentioned this on video, but she's working on a cathedral window. Yes, I know. She started out small, but it turns out she's loving it, and she is powering through. Like she picked up a bolt of muslin there. She picked up my last bolt of muslin last week, so I got these 4 more because and I was out, so I had to get more. So I guess my point, other than other people's pretty quilts is. If you need a bolt of white muslin, it's very high quality because you like lots of white in your quilts or something, and you're working on a quilt that needs a lot of white, come see me. I will give you a full bolt discount price. I know, because it just comes in and it goes out again. Kelly says, perfect, thank you. It's the era of Zoom meetings, I swear. And Kelly in the comments is the owner of the Silly Moon quilting rulers, which you can see behind me. That's what I'm going to do this summer, is practice with a bunch of these rulers on some of these pieces that I've been finishing. I know. And then I'll hang them up in the store and you'll be like, oh my God, I want to do that too. I know. Anyway. God damn it, Anrich. My mom says, could you get to the point? Okay. The other stuff that came was an entire box of Christmas pre-cuts. I know. It's too early to be thinking about Christmas. Christmas stuff is going to start showing up in June and July, but I'm getting a little prepared early because, like I said, I've got that quilt show to do at the end of April. So I wanted to make sure I had lots of sorry, I have my iPad here too. My aunt must be watching because she just sent me an email, not pink. So there, all the pink/red people have been outvoted. My aunt would like the blue. Technology is wonderful, isn't it? Where your relatives can just razz you in real time. So, okay, so we got some Christmas pre-cuts. I ordered a lot of the mini charms, I know, and a lot of jelly rolls and some charm packs, basically what they had in stock. So I have this really gorgeous Sweetwater soft grays and greens and reds and the little charm packs. The mini charms are 7, the jelly rolls are 65, and the charm packs are 17. But you should come see me at the Woodstock Quilt Guild because I will bring them with me. The Me and My Sister red dot green dash. This is brushed cotton, so it's fuzzier. And these are a lot of like dots and dashes and great Christmassy basics. So if you're just trying to fit some things in with some other stuff. And the Me and My Sisters, which one is this? Merry and Bright. Okay, Merry and Bright. I love their stuff. It is very bright. You can get a good sense of the colors here. Nice bright red, bright clear red, and a really bright green is that. And then the Three Sisters, which is very similar to the French General, and you know how much I love that. With the taupes and the blues and the deep reds and the beiges and the very French country, very traditional, very Martha Stewart Christmas. And I have that in the charm packs and the mini charm packs. You can get a whole table runner out of the mini charm packs. I mean, yeah. And the jelly rolls. Look at that gorgeousness. I mean, so gorgeous. And one of Ron's favorite, because he's worked with Holly Taylor's fabrics quite a bit, is the Winter White. Very similar if you've had some of her stuff before, with the olivey greens and the burgundies and the hunters. Basically those nice old-fashioned traditional and browns, more primitive style country colors. If you're into that, which is totally fine. Everybody has their preference. There's some blues in that one too. Not a lot, but it's more like a gray blue with like the primitive gatherings type blue. So there's that. Hoping he doesn't steal one of these. And finally, my favorite, the Home Sweet Holidays from Deb Strain, which I'm kind of excited about because I actually have some matching bolts of fabric. So if you're like, well, I just want a yard of this and a yard of that to go with the pre-cut, I got you covered. Look at that. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one that has the red truck and it has some cardinals, cute little cardinals. But yeah, see that red truck? People still come in here and go, you got anything with that red truck on it? I'm like, I got you, babe. Oh, hey, it's got plaid rubber boots. Missed that one. And also in the jelly roll. Now, I got to tell you, black and red is still going to be in for next Christmas as well. So you would be ahead of the curve and on trend for those millennial Christmas presents. Sorry, I browsed the internet before I got on here, so the snark level is very high today. All right. So we've been emailed. We've peeked the logo. We've talked about the new stuff. Whew! And I still have tea left over. So what's new with you? Mm-hmm. Feel free to tell me about it in the comment. Mm. Or if you need a nap or something. So I do have another big, huge order coming in. It's mostly restocking. I was half hoping it would show up this morning, but it didn't. Mark my words, I bet you it'll show up tomorrow first thing. That's always the way, But it's a bunch of restocking of some solids and some blenders, the canvas from Northcott. Am I ever going to get Kona jelly rolls? Maybe. Probably. I'm going to write that down because that would be cool. I do have some Kona charm packs, Tanya. You are onto something. I don't have the jelly rolls. Kona jelly rolls. I know I have the Bella Solid jelly rolls, just white. I did send a couple of those off in a mail order yesterday. Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to cut all that. Sometimes I have carpal tunnel issues in this arm, and if I do a lot of cutting or a lot of quilting, this arm just doesn't want to work properly. So if you have body parts that don't like to work properly too, the pre-cuts are great because it's way less cutting. You don't have to cut all that stuff. You can just do some smaller cuts and then you're good to go. Let's see. Yeah, I know what it was. Tanya, I keep reordering the Northcott Canvas. They have jelly rolls for that, and they are back ordered like crazy. I'm sure I originally ordered them well before Christmas, and they're still out of stock. But they are gorgeous because they went pretty fast when they were in here. Kona solid jelly rolls. I'm still writing this down. Boom. I had a point in there. Yeah, big Northcott orders coming in. So a bunch of restocking for the canvas. If you've been in looking for a particular color and you're like, it's not quite right in here. There's one missing, and I said it's on its way. It's literally on its way. Some tone-on-tone grays and blacks are coming. A few new fabrics. I think I ordered a couple of backings too. Some O Canada and some coffee are coming. Ooh, a Northcott Dublin jelly roll. Oh my God. Yeah, Dublin. Northcott discontinued the Dublin. I did manage to get a few bolts, but if you see it somewhere in a shop and thought that you might want to get some of that Dublin, it's got a nice little crosshatch on it as a blender. Snag it because they ain't making any more. Alrighty. It's bacon day. I have to cook the bacon today and clean up after all this partying and probably eat another piece of birthday cake. I just got a little one because apparently my doctor's not impressed. Anyway, she's sending me for more blood work, darn it. I know. Apparently you get like a certain age, you can't just abuse your body anymore. It just doesn't let you. I don't know why they would get rid of Dublin. I thought it was awesome. I do know they're coming out with a new blender called Chroma, which is very slapdashy paint. Looks like somebody did a paint splashy like this all over. It's very, very gorgeous. Got lots of movement in it. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to catch you on the flip side. I've rambled on long enough. Somewhere in there, I will make sense in a follow-up blog post / video caption. I don't know. If you're lost, you can email me. If you know me, and I know you know me, you can sort of like wave your hands around and do the vague. Remember that thing you were talking about in that video that one time with the stuff? I'll be like, was it this? And you'll be like, yeah, that. I know. My memory, it works in weird ways. Doesn't remember birthdays for squat, but I remember what you bought 3 months ago. I don't know. Or if not, I don't remember. I can just go look it up. Okay, so Wednesday, beautiful day outside. Maybe go outside, get some fresh air. My mom would say go outside, blow the stink off you. If it's that bad, maybe take a shower. But anyway, Tanya, your gift card is sitting right here. I know, I'm so efficient. And I guess I will see you later. Okay? May your bobbin always be full. I have a friend this week, her top thread and her bobbin thread ran out at the same time, so she's off to buy a lottery ticket. May you have that kind of luck. Okay, I'm really going now. I swear to God. Yes, Mom, I'm hanging up. Yes, okay, bye. See ya. See ya. Love you, everybody. Kiss the kids for me. I know it's great. Bye.